Hello and welcome back to the channel. I'm Wanders Elsewhere. In today's Valheim video, we're going to go over animal husbandry, teach you how you can tame a boar, wolf, or lox so you can have pets of your own. Without any further ado, let's get into it. First thing you'll encounter are boars. Before we go out and tame any, we're going to want to build ourselves a pen. I like to go with a round pole fence, low on resources, and boars don't do a lot of damage, so it'll work for this. Put a hole in my outer wall, so all we got to do is go out and find some local boars, get them to follow us back in. I was able to find this guy on the hillside right outside my place. I wanted to find more so I could show them breeding in the video. Luckily I already had some footage of that, so when it didn't work out, just turned back. Here we are, drag him inside. Get out your wall. As soon as he comes back in, trapped. Now I don't have any HP right now because I have a nice set of armor. If you're doing this in the beginning of the game, make sure you eat plenty of food because they will attack you while you're doing this. Now that you've successfully brought your future friend back to the base, it's time to put some food in there with them. You're just gonna grab it out of your inventory, drop it right into the pen. Boars will eat any of the vegetables you can find, fruits as well, that you can find in the meadows, so you can drop raspberries in there. I like to go with mushrooms. I've even seen them eat dandelions. After you've dropped the food in there, you need to give them some space. Still got that exclamation point, still angry. Gotta back off so they calm down. We've just done that. After they calm down and drop aggro, they'll go over and eat the food. At that point, you'll be able to see a little heart appear above, just like that. That means they're acclimatizing. But if you get too close, like I just did, the process kind of stops. So you got to give them some space, let them do their thing. If you can sneak up on them, you can see the progress. See, it ticks up slowly there. And really all that's left is time. You need to stay close enough for them to get used to you, but not close enough for them to aggro you. So if you got a local building project, you can do that to pass the time, or maybe just perk your character, go make some lunch. Once your recently captured boars become fully acclimatized, you'll see Tame and Happy beside them. At that point, as long as you keep them fed, they will start breeding. You can have more boars coming in. If you're finding yourself struggling with scrap leather or raw meat in the beginning of the game, this could be a source for you. Next, we'll move on to something a little more challenging. Wolves. At this point in the game, I suggest you have a good set of armor and some good HP because they will beat you up on the way into the pen. At this point, I built myself a round pole fence to try to trap these wolves in and drug them off the mountain. And you're going to see just how poor of a decision this was. For a moment, they stand there confused. This guy really just put us in here? Do he think it's going to hold us? The answer to that is no. The wolves will be eating raw meat when you successfully build them a pen. This is an example of what not to do. I struggled in vain to try to rebuild the walls, but they will not be held. So I made the sad decision to set these guys free and try again. Now we'll move on to wolf pen number 2. Still not perfect. Build a roof. I cannot stress that enough, especially if you're on the plains, build a roof. If your mountain is next to black forest or a meadow, maybe not necessary, but if you're anywhere near a plains, build a roof. Struggled to find groups for a while, but ended up coming back with a single wolf. Probably a good thing, because I am pretty beat up and 2 probably would have killed me here. Get him trapped, start the acclimatization process, and then I went and got another wolf. For wolves, just keep plenty of raw meat in there, repair the walls as they get angry and attack them, and now bear witness to why you should build a roof. At this point, the wolf's at like 95%. And my neighbors could hear me scream. Cue the sad trombone, and that's why you gotta build a roof. Get our vengeance. And now, our successful wolf. You can walk up to your wolf and tap E to toggle stay or follow. And you got yourself a little combat buddy. That Lox didn't aggro us because he is already friendly. As far as transporting pets, you can't get them through a portal or anything, but apparently you can push wolves onto boats and take them sailing with you. But you gotta be careful, they'll jump off and aggro monsters, so that could be a whole big old mess. Wolves will breed just like boars, just keep them fed and happy, and you can end up with a nice wolf pack. Sorry, I couldn't show that to you. The game was against me there. Last but not least is the big old Lox. They live on the plains. All you gotta do is take some cloudberries and drop them near them. They'll snack them up and start to acclimatize. If you wanted to, you could harpoon one and drag it back to your base, but that's going to be a dangerous endeavor. These things hit like freight trains, so make sure you've built stone walls and are ready for that before you embark on that. But just throw some cloudberries down, give them some time, and you'll have a Lox friend just like that. I hope you found this video helpful and entertaining. Please take time to like and subscribe. You can really help me grow the channel that way. You had any crazy animal adventures? I'd love to hear about it in the comments. Let me know below. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see y'all on the next one.